What's up, friends, families, and followers? We're doing something a little different today because I've broke my toe. There's not much I can do in terms of traveling when I've broken my toe. Christina's also been very busy. She's gone to weddings. She's gone to
work. I've gone to work.
Yeah, things have been a little crazy, a little hectic. So until we get back into the swing of traveling, which is coming soon, we just wanted to go over some of our favorite swings that we have visited in West Virginia with you. So I'm going to play the video. Christina's going to react. Davis, West Virginia, Blackwater Falls. This one has always been fun. I really love that sign, as you can see. The swing, what do you think of the swing? Oh, that handsome gentleman.
So this swing was one of our first swings. And of course the view is fantastic at this, well, not at the swing, but if you walk down to the falls, the view is very, very pretty. Not my favorite swing though.
No, not my favorite either, but the falls are amazing, especially in the winter because they just get frozen over and there's not as many people there. One of the best things about Blackwater Falls is they have two other falls. One of them that you can see from a distance, but the other one is near the lodge where you can walk through the trees, walk above the waterfall on a bridge, and then if you're brave enough, scale down the side of the mountain to the bottom of the waterfall, which I've done on 2 different occasions. Christina has not.
I just like to fall down at Blackwater Falls.
Yeah. But that's one of my favorites, especially because of right there being up top, being able to see the creek come through the trees and down into a waterfall. That's the best.
I don't think it's the best photo op on the swing though.
No. No, it's not too bad. You got the trees. Oh yeah, it's hard because the West Virginia is a little close.
Yeah,
right?
And only in the winter you might be able to see the falls from the swing.
Yeah, that's true.
But in the summer, you can't. So it's a little disappointing.
And that's probably our most visited almost heaven swing that we've done. At least 4 times, right?
Yeah.
At least 4 times we've been there. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. We also went and visited have we figured out how to pronounce it?
What?
Felipe.
No.
Yeah. So we took our Wild and Wonderful Winter Wonderland West Virginia Almost Heaven swing tour a few weeks ago through the snowy mountains of West Virginia, and our first stop was the Felipe. We never figured it out, right? How to pronounce it?
No, we need a local to tell us.
Yes, but they have a covered bridge there. I really love that one. I want to go back. I want to see that little town. I want to see what the big deal is as far as some of the food there. People say is really good, but I'd never even heard of the town at all, let alone that they have the longest covered bridge in the United States.
Is it the United States?
Or the East Coast, right?
West Virginia?
No, I'm pretty sure it's the longest in like the East, or the world maybe.
I think you're exaggerating.
We'll look it up. But I loved it. It was fantastic. Looks like a great place to visit if during the spring and summer. All that water. Probably not too busy, right? Because it's not that big of a town.
No, I don't know anybody that's ever been like, hey, this is where I'm going.
What'd you give that one? What do you think?
If you can get the angle right, it's a nice photo. But if you don't get it right, then you got sheets in the background.
That's true. Or BP. All right, so Cooper's Rock. Not bad. We've been there twice. Once in the spring, right? And then once in the winter, which we just did, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. If it's snowing, it's a beautiful view, a beautiful swing, a beautiful shot. Otherwise, you're just in the trees. There's no view. And it's supposed to be the most Instagrammable view.
Yeah. I remember the first time we went to Cooper's Rock. We found the rock. And then we didn't know where the swing was, and we kept walking around. And I finally wandered off and found it.
Yeah, because we took a different trail to Cooper's Rock,
yeah,
right?
we went out beside the trading post.
Yeah.
and down that way. Now this time, Cooper's Rock was closed, so the path to the swing was the most traveled.
You still got to look out, but you did not get the experience of going onto Cooper's Rock and seeing that view for all that it is.
I mean, it was closed for construction
Yes,
this time.
there was no going across that bridge. It was non-existent.
So, summer of 2026 should be open.
Yep, should be open. But I recommend going in the winter because it's more, especially right after a snow, as you can see, it's a lot more
Aesthetic.
aesthetic. It's beautiful. All right, next up on our Winter Wonderland tour that we took was the Mason-Dixon. How do you feel about that one?
That one was nice. It was cool that you could be in Pennsylvania and West Virginia at the same time. I don't like that it was not marked well, but then again, none of them are marked that well. I don't know why they don't put signs up that say almost heaven swing this way.
Yeah, they never do. We've had trouble sometimes finding the swings. Yeah, like this one, we didn't know. We had to go off the website. We just started walking and hope for the best. And then we thought the the swing was going to be a lot farther away than what it was. And we came around the corner and it's right there, kind of way out in the back, kind of like by itself. They have the Mason-Dixon line right there. This is one I think would be nicer in the spring, fall, or summer because the winter is just not hitting right. It's pretty muddy. I mean, it's not, if you like snow, it's pretty, but you don't get to enjoy the river. You don't get to enjoy the trails as much. We didn't do the waterfall, but they also have the ferry trail, the Bluebell Trail, I think it's called. So that one, I like it. I like that it's at the Mason-Dixon line. I like that they have those two benches there for the Mason-Dixon line, and they show you the Mason-Dixon line. I like it. It's a good one. I think it's definitely better than others.
Yeah, it was cool. It was in the middle of nowhere, though.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So I like that. Yeah. You can't just have them in heavily trafficked areas. They're trying to visit all places of West Virginia. Maybe Virginia will do slides. They got swings. Someone will do merry-go-rounds. Pennsylvania merry-go-rounds. 10-10, I would definitely go back and I would definitely go to the waterfall trail. I would try the ferry trail again and walking it all the way. All right, so the next one was at the Snowshoe Resort. That one's really easy to get to. It was right behind our hotel room. It had just snowed, had a huge snowstorm, so the snow came all the way up to the bottom. Yeah, it came all the way up to the bottom of the swing, but absolutely gorgeous. I love a blizzard. I love a great snowstorm, and that was another one that I really was very happy to experience.
Yeah,
and
there was lots of snow.
Yeah.
I was dressed like Patrick Starfish.
Or Eraser.
Or Thumb Thumbs from Spy Kids.
I guess. Thumb. I mean, if you're staying there, there's so many other things to do besides visiting the swing. The view's amazing, easy to access. But if you get a chance, go down the mountain to the CNC.
The Cass.
The Cass.
And go down the Cass and see the railroad stuff and that old general store.
The old-timey general store right up my alley with all the candies and stuff and merch. That one's pretty neat. This one I felt was okay. It was a cold December day, right, when we went? Or was it January? January. The view's not bad at all. It sits in a park. It's next to train tracks where the train's constantly coming through. Apparently recently, the Almost Heaven sign above the swing either came up missing or...
I think it's replaced now from what I saw on social media.
Last I saw it was... Yeah. But it's next to a river. Shepherdstown's very small. Not much to do there. You could experience the town in half an hour.
I think if you're a foodie, Shepherdstown would be a good idea if you had time to sit down and have like a nice meal.
What?
But not like a quick meal.
Like where?
Like the Bavarian Inn or I think it's called the Press Room. Okay,
we didn't do that.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. So if you're going to visit that swing...
We weren't dressed for that.
No, we were not dressed for that. Shepherdstown, not bad. Very, very small town. It's a college town.
But it's
So,
also historic.
It is historic. The library there was pretty neat. The little tourism building,
Yeah.
really small and an old library. That one was neat. They had some of the best West Virginia merch that I've seen anywhere. They have their own in-house artists. So I don't see myself going back unless we're going to the Bavarian or they have that large general store we need to go to.
That's true.
So next up on the list is the Kakapen Resort State Park. We've been to that one a few times. It's not too far away from here, less than an hour, 10 miles, 10 minutes away from Berkeley Springs, where there will be a new swing coming soon, hopefully. This swing is at the top of the mountain. I would say to get up there, it's not the easiest because the paved road ends and then it's a dirt road and it's not very well maintained.
Yeah, it's also closed November to April.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go up there during that time, you have to actually hike. And if you're not in fantastic shape, do not recommend.
Yeah. We're in fantastic shape though. So the next one we're moving on to is the Summersville Lake State Park. That one was fresh, brand new. There was no signage when we got there. There were
people unpacking their cars with walking sticks, and I later found out they're mats, I guess, to fall on or something, because those people were about to go scale the side of the wall, the rock wall.
Yes, but it was.
I got nervous because I'm like,
we're not doing it.
appropriate.
No, we did not. I think I had. Did I have Crocs on?
Yes, and these people had walking sticks, but apparently there's a different trail.
Yeah, there was a different trail, but we found ours. Like I said, it was brand new. They had just put it in. And they do have the trail for the Treasure Cove.
Treasure Cove, yes, I think that's what it was called. I personally like I don't like the view behind the swing, but if you take that trail, I think that is probably a really, really nice view. I really liked that view.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of people jumping off of that rocks. I mean, when I saw it, I was surprised.
It was October. Nobody.
I know, but I was surprised that there wasn't more amenities for swimming right there. At least if the swing wasn't there, because it was gorgeous. But that one was awesome. I loved it. I would definitely go back, especially because there's a little hot dog burger place there I really enjoyed. She didn't like it because they
My hot dog was white. Okay, you can't tell me that was normal.
No, it's boiled. That's why they don't. That's why one reason I didn't get the hot dog. But they boil their hot dogs. They do not grill them.
I've had a boiled hot dog. I've made one at home.
They're quite popular though.
White.
People love
it's
them.
Not the color of the wall.
And the food isn't. You're not. I wasn't going there specifically for the food.
It
was for the nostalgia.
It looked cool. I don't think I had
vintage.
a milkshake though.
No, you didn't have a milkshake. It was in a little vintage bag, which I loved. It was fun. But then our next stop off after that was Babcock State Park, which any other time would have been amazing. But we just happened to get there after it cooled off or something. No, after some major rains and it had cooled off. So there was bugs all, I got chewed up. This is when I first started having my health issues with them infections all over my skin, is I got chewed up by these bugs. I started scratching myself and got all nasty on my arms and legs. Would never do that again, ever, 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 if I hadn't figured out what my skin condition was and gotten it under control. So now I will go back. I will bring bug spray. I'll make sure that all the larvae had not just hatched. But it's absolutely gorgeous there.
It's also, I think, the most visited.
It is.
Swing.
Yeah, you can look online. A lot of people visited it. That's another one that looks gorgeous in the winter when it snows and not as many people visit it.
And in the fall. I mean, I think the fall's peak. We were there in October, but the leaves hadn't changed.
They had not changed, and it was warm enough for me to be in shorts and get all bit up by all the mosquitoes and bugs. But
there's a lot of water, so that's why there was so many bugs.
A lot of water. But it's gorgeous. If you want if you want to get some good views, some good shots, some good videos, some good pictures, it's a perfect place for it. Not only is the mill, the Babcock Mill or whatever it's called, is gorgeous and you get to go inside, but even the office it's like an old building, which is really nice. But Babcock, easy to access, gorgeous views.
Walkable.
Walkable. Lots of people though, so get there early or get there out of season. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to get pictures. It's going to be hard to get on the swing. But I would do it again. Would you do the Babcock one again? Yeah. Which one's it? What's this one called?
Tamarack.
Tamarack something or other. You know, very forgettable. It's at the Tamarack Marketplace, which looks like a mall.
So it's like I don't want to say it's a flea market because it's not. It's more like where people that have they make really nice art and everything. Like they can display it. You can get lunch. I heard they got a good brunch. I don't know. We weren't there for brunch.
We were there.
But it kind of it was giving me hospital cafeteria vibes. And I was like,
People were there to eat for real. Like the locals were there.
If you look it up, people were like, this is the place to go for breakfast. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, it is, huh?
But no, that swing was forgettable. It was outside in the garden in front of this Tamarack Center in the city. You know, it's almost like geocaching. Like, ooh, here's one over here. Let's go pick it up. Let's go mark it off the list.
Also, make sure you turn on, if you're willing to pay for toll roads.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you turn that on your GPS because it took us like 2 hours to get here. We went 20 miles.
Yes.
Because we had to take back roads because I didn't have the tolls turned on.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's major toll roads that go through there. That's almost impossible to get around that town.
Because then I started looking it up and people were talking about the toll road and I was like, I guess we should have taken tolls. Didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. So the next one, Lake Stevens, that was the last one we did before going to New River Gorge the next day. That one was really hard for us to find. Now, once again,
not marked.
Not marked.
Nobody in the parks, like locals, seemed to know where it was in the park either. So that was not helpful. The ranger station was closed.
Yeah. We got lost on so many back roads trying to find it. Like I said, we ended up on someone else's property. Thought we were going to get shot and bumfuck, in the middle of nowhere of West Virginia. Luckily, these people on a side-by-side told us how to get up out of there, and they really didn't know where the swing was. Someone tried to direct us towards the swing, and it wasn't even in the right place. So
we found it, though.
We found it.
And it was very pretty.
It was very pretty. Definitely worth the view. It's gorgeous. I just love watching that view.
Very nice.
Unlike today, it's been snowing all day. I'm here for it. It's my day off. That's what we've done so far. Right now, we don't have any other swings on the list that we're going to do. I would love to do the Hatfield and McCoy's. I would love to do... They don't have one in Morgantown, do they?
No. I want to do the one at there's two at the Capitol.
Yes, there's two at the Capitol. There's down by the Hatfield and McCoy's. I would love to do those.
There's a lot.
Yeah. They've got like 30-something swings, so unless
like 50.
Or 50 swings, so unless you live up here, you got a lot to choose from.
Or way down there.
Yeah, they don't have that many up here. I don't know why.
They have two in the Eastern Panhandle.
They have two. They say they're building two more. Harper's Ferry. And
that's a rumor. It's speculation. Somebody has to pay for it. So I don't know.
I'm sure there are people who would pay for it.
Yeah, but Seneca Rocks needs to have
Seneca Rocks, Harper's Ferry,
Berkeley
Springs all need swings. And they're all near us. That's it. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled program. We are going down to Mount Jackson, Virginia. There is a covered swing there. We'll be going.
Covered swing?
There is a covered bridge there that we will be going to, and there is, what else are we going to do there?
Shenandoah Caverns.
There's Shenandoah Caverns, is there, and I think there's a sky camp, but I'm not sure what that's all about. Not.
Research.
Oh yeah, I've seen it where they, for some reason, someone is capturing the sky in Mount Jackson, and it's a big deal. And there's the Edinburgh Mill, which I thought was somewhere to eat. And I watched a video about it today, and no, it's just a little museum some old lady runs.
Oh.
Yeah, but we'll find somewhere to eat there. We always do. So that's it for now. Don't forget, we need you to like this video, comment down there on the video, and subscribe. I don't think we're reaching any new audiences though, so subscribing isn't